You're listening to the No Limits Radio Show on the Vets on Media Network.
Welcome back to the show. I hope you are enjoying your Saturday. As promised, we are going to learn about a great event happening here in Arizona. We have with us Sue Barinholtz with Wild Boomer Women, and the event is Health, Wealth, and Beauty, a girlfriend event for women over 40. This is an event that I can attend because I am now over 40 by a couple of years.
I was going to say, what happened to last year and the year before and the year before? Anyway.
Sue, thank you for joining us, and I believe we have a caller.
Hi, it's Clarissa calling.
Hi, Clarissa. You are live on the show.
Hi, Clarissa.
What great news. Hi, good morning. How's everybody doing there?
Good morning. So you are going to be the MC for the event?
I am going to be the MC for the event. Is that exciting or what?
That is very exciting.
I know. I'm thrilled. First of all, I think I know Sue as long as I know you, Christina. So that's quite a while. And to know her is to love her. So it was great to see her the other day. And when we finally reconnected after my being away for a couple of years out in Los Angeles, it was really great. And she was throwing an event, the Health, Wealth, and Beauty event, and said, "Would you like to join in?" And I said, "Well, heck yes, I would." And so that's how that happened.
So tell me, what is it about the event that really resonated with you?
Well, I just love the fact, the way that, first of all, I love Sue, and I love the way that she pulls together women that are, wild and baby boomers and, just girlfriends being there for one another in support and love and generosity, because they're just a bunch of giving women. And I absolutely love that about her group. And not only, but the panel that she has put together is they're very important women, all superstars in their own right, that are coming together to inform and to educate women. For example, I'm one of those kind of women. I just don't know a lot about wealth. I don't know a lot about financial planning, and I just don't. It was never in my family's culture, and I just never really learned a lot about it. So I know that I personally am going to get an awful lot out of that panel for sure.
Well,
information.
And Clarissa, you mentioned these women that are superstars, and you are a superstar in your own right. So let's let everybody know a little bit about your background. Let's brag a little bit.
Let's not.
Oh, let's do.
Come on, talk about the supermodel days.
All right. Well, okay. Well, those were the days. They were awesome. It was an awesome time in my life when I was younger and traveled and lived in Europe. I was over there for 30 years, most of my time in Italy. And I was really lucky enough to be born tall and skinny. And, and that was what kind of was in, at the time, it still kind of is, but, it was great. It was great to be able to move into modeling through that. And that parlayed into, working as on-camera talent. That parlayed into acting in movies. And then producing my own shows, which was really, the culmination of all the years of being on stage and being in front of a microphone and stuff. Well, look, you're talking to a girl that was Mary Poppins in the kindergarten play, for God's sake. So it was pretty well written on, it was written in the stars, I think, that I was going to be in this industry. So in some way, shape, or form. And I still am. I'm not still a supermodel, but I am still, in media. I adore media. I love it. And when it's good and when it's healthy and when it's giving, the correct information, I think media is a fabulous place to be.
Well, you're still our supermodel, and I thank you for calling in and joining the show, and think it's great that you're a part of this wonderful event.
Yeah, and here's the other thing that I love about Sue too, and the event that she pulled together. Again, it's Saturday, September the 20th at the Scottsdale Resort and Athletic Club. Starts at 9, so you're going to want to get in there and get your tickets at wildboomerwomen.com/over40. But you're also going to meet another. Sue put me together. I asked her if she would make the introduction for me with BACA. And, Bikers Against Child Abuse here in Maricopa County. I think these people are absolutely angels with wings that really come to the aid of children that are being abused. And as an abused child, for me, that just absolutely, it just floats my boat to be able to support them as well. And they're supporting Sue in this event. So,
and
I think it's
I love that organization, and we are going to have them on in the future so that we can share more about them and their story and what they do. Clarissa, I really want to thank you for calling in.
You're welcome.
And have a wonderful Saturday. Thank you again.
All right, girls. Talk to you soon.
Thanks.
Bye,
Okay.
everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye. So now that we've heard a little bit about your MC,
Yes.
or now that our listeners have learned a little bit about your MC, let's get into the event.
Okay.
What can people expect for this day-long event?
So it's a combination of girlfriend fun and learning the things that we as women over 40 need to know. It's not your typical conference. I don't even like to use that word. I'm calling it a girlfriend event for that reason. So the day starts with kickoff with a woman that we're bringing in from San Diego. Her name is Margaret Bola, and she co-authored a book called Women I Want to Grow Old With. And she's going to talk about intentional girlfriends, making and keeping intentional girlfriends. I love, we were talking on the phone and she was telling, I said, how did you write this book? And she said, well, I said to my co-author, who wasn't my co-author at the time, will you be a woman I want to grow old with? And that was just amazing. So she's going to be there. She's going to actually have some exercises for us. And you're going to be sitting at tables with people from your area. So we'll put people from Scottsdale on the table, people from Phoenix. So you get to meet women from your area. And after Margaret speaks, then there's going to be an exercise where women can get to know each other better. And it's a little bit structured with questions. Everybody gets a date card when they register, and we want everybody to bring their calendar as well. So it's not just oh, hi, it's nice to meet you, let's have coffee one day, you call me, I'll call you, and it never happens. We want women on the spot to be making plans.
I love that. I love that. Do you know how many times I meet women at events? There was an event that we were recently at, and there were some women there that I really wanted to connect with. Their cards went in my purse. I've sent out an email, but nothing has happened. I love that.
And the woman that has the most dates by the end of the day wins a beautiful prize. I'm not telling you what it is yet.
Well,
There's other opportunities for that as well. In the afternoon, we're bringing in activity sponsors, and those are people like hot air ballooning, indoor skydiving, painting, any kind of activity that you can think of. They will have scheduled an activity with Wild Boomer women on our fall or winter calendar. So you can go around, find out more about what each one does, and either sign up for the events that we have with them or sign up for any events that particular activity sponsor
so the
has.
events that you'll have with them will be group events. So you
Yes.
might have a group that's going to do hot air ballooning or painting, or that's very cool.
Yeah. And then we have our health panel, and I'll talk about that as soon as Dr. Marquesa calls
Okay.
in, because I know she is representing the health panel. And then we also have a wealth panel, and we've got some dynamic women. Deborah Bateman, who is chairman of National Bank of Arizona, will be talking. We've got Dara Randon, who is an estate attorney, who's going to talk to us about the things that the documents and the things that we need to either get together or think about, if you got hit by a bus tomorrow, what would your loved ones do? How would they know?
Right.
And then we have Hannah Brown, who's our financial plan. She's a Wild Boomer Women's financial planning partner. She's with Waddell and Reed. And Deborah is going to start talking about the big picture of, as we grow older, what opportunities do we still have to earn money, and how can we retire in style? And that's really the whole concept of the wealth panel.
Sorry, that was me. I hit the
it's okay.
desk.
And then we said, of course, Bikers Against Child Abuse. I loved that group so much. We usually adopt a charity a year, and we adopted them toward the end of last year, and we had 2 events in December to raise funds for them and to get you know how motorcycle riders have those leather vests
cuts.
on? They're called cuts, right? I've learned all the lingo. I didn't know before. Even though I have my motorcycle endorsement, I never rode, so I didn't know. And so each kid and the kids in their family get a blue jean cut with their patches on it and their road name and everything. It's just the coolest thing. And they needed us to collect cuts of all sizes for all children 0 to 18, different sizes of those, leather, or
the cuts.
Blue jean, and they'll cut them off.
Right, yeah.
So
I love what that organization is doing. I mean, they have a really powerful story, and I think it's great that you're supporting them.
Yeah. Well, I became one of them.
Oh, did you?
Yes, I did. That's a long, arduous process to go through.
Absolutely, you have to be
able
completely background checked.
Oh yeah, but you're not even allowed to get background checked until you've been to 3 months worth of meetings.
Wow.
And it has to be consecutive.
We have a caller. Thank you for calling in. You are live with the No Limits Radio Show.
Great.
Are you there?
Yes, I'm Dr. Marianne Marchese.
Thank you for calling in. So you are the 2014 Top Doc, and you are going to be participating in this event. Tell us a little bit about your role in the event and what you'll be talking about.
Well, I'm going to be speaking about women's health and hormones. Obviously, this event is for women over 40, and I'm one of those women over 40, and that begins a period of transitioning from perimenopause into menopause, which can come with all sorts of symptoms: hot flashes, night sweats, libido changes. And I'm going to be talking about all these symptoms and different ways to manage them.
At 40?
Doctor,
Hold on a second.
Wait a minute, doctor. This is Sue. You have no idea what these 2 women looked like when you were saying that, because they're just barely over 40, and they didn't know that they were going to be expecting that.
I'm feeling hot all of a sudden.
It could start. It can start early.
All I know is I thought it was bad enough that if I look at a candy bar, I now gain 5 pounds when I used to be able to eat 10 candy bars and gain nothing. And now you're telling me there's even more?
There is. And the reason you're gaining weight when you didn't used to when you were in your 20s and 30s is because as your hormones decline, your metabolism declines.
Okay, is there a pill I can take?
There is some pills you can take, absolutely, and I'm going to be talking about that at the event on September 20th.
Okay, I got to be there. All right. Save us. Just save us. I had no idea that could start as early as your 40s.
Yes, perimenopause can begin anywhere from age 40 to 50. The average age of menopause is 51. So you can have a whole decade where you start to have symptoms even though you're still having a regular monthly menstrual cycle.
Okay, what are the symptoms? Because I think I'm having one of them right now.
Okay, well, the first symptom could be night sweats. And then you can have hot flashes. Then you can have low libido. And then you start to forget things. And it's not just old age. It's your hormones. And you don't remember things as very well. And you can't multitask the way you used to.
Welcome to my world, ladies.
Wow. Well, at least I have a reason for my insanity right now. I'm kind of glad.
Okay, so wait, this is called perimenopause?
Perimenopause. It's, the number of years preceding actual menopause where you get symptoms.
I feel like I've got a diagnosis now.
Absolutely.
So,
and there is a solution.
Great. And you wrote a book too for women, didn't you?
I did. I am the author of the book 8 Weeks to Women's Wellness, and in the book I outline 10 different women's health conditions that are very common conditions: breast cancer, fibroids, infertility, miscarriage, thyroid disease, and several others. And I discuss these conditions, and I develop an 8-week plan that you can do on your own at home.
And you'll have those books at the event.
Tell us the name of the book one more time.
It's called 8 Weeks to Women's Wellness.
And if one of our listeners wanted to get that book, maybe because they might not be local, they might not be able to come to the event, where would they go to purchase that book?
They can get it at Amazon.
Oh, easy.
Perfect. Well,
You really can get everything at Amazon.
you can.
Yeah.
You really can.
Yeah, you can.
Well, Dr. Marchesa, thank you so much for calling in, and thank you for helping me to figure out what's going on with me right now. And I can't wait to attend the event, which I guess we need to attend the event to find out what pill to take.
That's right.
Absolutely. Don't worry. When I meet you on the 20th and you listen to my talk, I will absolutely give you some solutions for menopause and perimenopause.
Well, I hope it's just perimenopause right now, because menopause kind of scares the hell out of me.
It's inevitable.
I know.
Well, thank you so much for calling in. I really appreciate it.
You are welcome. Thank you so much for spreading the word about this wonderful event on September 20th.
Awesome. Thank you. So I'm one of those people that whenever I read the symptoms of something, if I have a cough and I go to WebMD and I read the symptoms, I suddenly have like pneumonia.
Yeah. Well,
So I'm kind of freaking out right now.
I just found on healthline.com there's actually 35 symptoms of perimenopause. I'll share them later.
Okay,
maybe
thanks.
Well,
yeah.
you know, and here's my situation is I had a total hysterectomy when I was 42 and immediately pushed me into full-blown menopause, okay? And we dealt with that with the hormone replacements over the years. I think starting like when I was 55, 56, it started again. And that wasn't supposed to happen, but it has. And I've got a wonderful regimen that I take now that talk about clear mind and all of that. So there are lots of solutions out there.
We have another caller? I really want to get more into the event, but it sounds like we have another caller that is live. Welcome to No Limits Radio. You are live. Are you alive?
Yes.
Are you there?
Are you there? Hello?
It's like the Verizon commercial. Can
you hear me now?
Hang it up.
We can't hear you now.
I can't hear you. Call back.
Okay.
Okay. So, all right. So take us through the rest of the day. Continue us through what to expect.
So Dr. Marchesa told you what she's going to be talking about. We also have another Top Doc, 2014 Phoenix Magazine winner, Dr. Summer Diza, and she's a plastic surgeon, and she's amazing. She's going to talk to us about looking younger, feeling younger, both the invasive, because she is a double board certified plastic surgeon. She does the actual surgery, but she also has solutions for non-surgical types of things that she's going to talk to us about. And then we have the wealth panel that I told you about. Now, in between that, we have lots of vendors in the health, wealth, and beauty areas. So they're going to be doing a lot of fun things when we go around during our breaks and our assigned times. So the lunch begins with our presentation. Nitro from Baca is going to tell you all about it, and there's a video that it's just amazing. It's just amazing.
Do you know how much I want to meet Nitro? When I read the story, AZ Central did a great story on Baca, and when I read about him and actually the story didn't give gender. So when I read about Nitro, I was like, I really want to meet this person.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
She is our spokesperson, and she is dynamite. She's been with Baca since it started in Maricopa County, and she goes out and does all the speaking and pretty much everything for the group. Anyway, she's just a dynamo. And so you'll hear from her. There will be some other folks from Baca, and you'll get to meet them and find out more about this organization that empowers children not to be afraid.
Sure.
It's amazing. And so we're going to have a raffle to benefit Bikers Against Child Abuse. And we've got some great prizes. We can always use more, so if anybody has any other prizes they'd like to donate to the raffle.
And it's a day-long event.
It's a day-long event.
Starts at 9,
goes to 4:35. In the afternoon, we have we're going to be doing 2 extreme makeovers, And anybody that registers for the event can apply to get an extreme makeover. And what you will get is you will be meeting with Kim Meinert, who's our hairstylist extraordinaire, and she will give you a complimentary cut and color before the event. And then you'll be meeting with Dee Walker, who is our wardrobe expert, and she's always on Channel 3 and all of those morning talk shows with style. And you'll be meeting with her, and she's going to pick out the perfect outfit for your body type. We're going to have 2 different body types. We're going to have a plus size body type and a regular size body type, I guess, so that we can show women of all shapes and sizes how to be beautiful for their figure type. We're going to have makeup by Mary Beth York. She's a makeup artist to the stars, literally Dancing with the Stars. She does their makeup. And then Kathy Moore from Silpata Jewelry is going to accessorize her, so that all of this will be done on stage, and you'll be hearing how and why people do what they do. And you'll get to ask questions, and you'll get to go up and consult with the people.
So a day-long event packed with education, and I know the people that you've talked. I know that they're bringing education. Sometimes when you attend events, you don't know if it's going to be educational or a sales pitch, but everything that I've heard here so far sounds like it is very education-based. So you're going to walk away with knowledge. And
I specifically ask my speakers. There's no selling from the podium.
That's awesome.
But there are a lot of the speakers are authors, so we will have an author's corner where they will be selling and signing their books.
That's great. Lunch is included.
Lunch is included. Continental breakfast is included, including fruit. So you'll walk in, you'll get registered, you'll go on the patio, have some continental breakfast, and then you'll go upstairs and take advantage of the afternoon. Yes, lunch is included. So
for a day-long event, this can be pretty pricey as an attendee. What is the cost to attend?
So our regular cost to attend is $99 for the day. It includes everything. This weekend we're running a early bird special of $85. And for your listeners that would like to attend, we're going to offer them even less, $79, if they register this weekend. And they can do that by clicking the $85 link, paying that, and they will get a cash bonus refund for the difference when they show up in the morning.
That's awesome. And I got to tell you, if you haven't attended, and I've attended events before where for a day-long event, it costs a couple $100. Mm-hmm. So this is really cost-effective. This is definitely going to be worth it. I believe that we have another caller. Thank you for calling No Limits Radio Show. You are live.
Can you hear me now? Do you have your mute button on your phone? Like, did you maybe hit the mute button when you were holding it up because you're multitasking?
You know women, yes. Well, I think that might have been Kathy who said she was going to call in. She's the one doing the jewels, so accentuating the women. Everybody's going to get a wonderful swag bag as well, so you don't want to miss that.
Now, can we go back to the lady who's trying to call in? She's going to do what with gems?
She represents Silpata Jewelry,
uh-huh.
And so when our extreme makeover ladies are done being coiffed and dressed, she's going to accessorize them to finalize that with the beautiful jewelry.
She's adding the bling.
Yes, she's adding the bling.
So the 2 people that are in the makeover, they're going to get their hair cut and colored. They are going to have their makeup done. Mm-hmm. They also are going to get direction on an outfit, or are they getting an outfit?
They are getting an outfit to wear. I don't know that.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. Now we hear you.
Welcome to No Limits.
No, it hasn't been me calling in, so I just wanted to give you a heads up on that. I'm not sure who that's been.
You didn't want us to make fun of you. That's why you're telling us, right?
It's all good. Hi, ladies.
Hi. Thanks for calling in.
This is Kathy with Zapata Design.
Great. Yeah. Thanks for giving us a call. So tell us a little bit. Are you going to be jeweling up all the women there? The 2 women that are in the makeover? Do they keep the jewelry? Give us the whole rundown.
Oh, that's a wonderful question. Well, our intention is
to have a booth there all day long where people will be able to visit and see Zapata up close, put it on, play with the jewels. We are a home-based business, and we also have online sales, and we bring the jewels to your home typically. But in this case, we'll have all the jewels out on display, and women can purchase that day during their breaks or perhaps book a party for the future. During the makeover session, I'll be choosing some pieces that I feel would best accentuate their fashion for the day. And I think in general, all women like to finish their look with some jewels, and Zapata just has a beautiful selection of sterling silver as well as some brass with Swarovski crystals. And so I'm really excited about finishing their look for the day so that they'll be having, some lessons in makeup and fashion as well as how to layer. Zapata Designs is really famous for layering pieces, wearing several bracelets, several different necklace lengths to just really capitalize on their personality and their look for the day.
That's really cool. I see a lot of women that do that where they layer necklaces or they layer bracelets, and I'm always tempted to do that, but I don't know if I'm doing it right. So that's really cool. Tell our listeners
I don't think you can make a mistake. It's one of those things that go with what you love.
Oh, you don't know me.
Oh, sweetie, she can make a mistake.
Trust me, I can definitely make a mistake. Tell me this. Okay. What is the Zapata jewelry, what's on average, what are the price points?
The price points, I would say, range from $30 to $300. We have a little bit of everything for everyone. And there is a lifetime warranty. So along with the cost of the item, you also are backed by a phenomenal company that will give you that type of quality and a warranty.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for calling in. We've only got a couple more minutes, so I really want to be able to talk to Sue a little bit more. But thank you so much for giving us a call.
The opportunity.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Okay, so anything else that our listeners need to know about this event in 2 minutes?
It's probably one of the best investments that you'll make in yourself. With Wild Boomer Women, which is a social club for women over 45, offering fun friendship activities. And
did you notice how she put in there 45? So we can't go yet.
No, you can, but I'm changing that now that we're changing the.
Now that we're friends, we can come.
There are certain people that I do let in if they're younger, but you have to have attained a certain place in life where you don't care what other people think or say about.
Oh, honey, I had that at 30.
Okay, well, you were an early bloomer, but for most of us, and most of us grew up in the 60s and the 70s too, so we share that where everything was, there was no holds barred. So it's just going to be a great day to relax. Women don't take care of themselves enough. This is an opportunity for you to give back to you and take care of yourself. Do it for yourself. It's your gift to laughing all day long with new girlfriends that you're going to make, learning about the things that you really want to learn in very, very short segments. There'll be questions and answers for all of the panels, so you can ask them anything that you want. You can go shopping with the vendors. It's just going to be a lot of fun and not a day that you will have anywhere else.
That's awesome. And go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I love that you brought up that, investing in yourself. And all too often, as women, I don't know why, but we don't do that. We don't invest in ourselves.
We don't. We see something that, oh my God, my kids could use this, or I should do this. And the reality is every once in a while, maybe you splurge with that pedicure and manicure, which is going to cost you about $70 once you tip them. So instead of going to that this month, go to the, I don't have my nails done. Go to the Wild, Wild Boomers women. Boomer women. And I think it'll be a great day.
So let's give them the website one more time, wildboomerwomen.com/over40.
Yeah, it's WILDBOOMER.com/over40.
And do it this weekend so you can take advantage of the $79. Normally $85 this weekend, but this week only for the low, low price of $79. You got to mention No Limits Radio Show. All right. Thank you so much, Sue, for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
And I know it's going to be a great event. We are going to go to a break. When we come back, we are going to have someone who's definitely not able to attend this event because she's very young.
Is she even able to have a beer yet?
She's not. She's not able to have a beer ever.
We'll talk about the 35 symptoms of perimenopause later.
All right. This is No Limits Radio. I'm Christina.
And I'm Michelle.